Tito Jackson, a cherished member of the legendary pop group the Jackson 5, has passed away at the age of 70. As one of the brothers from the iconic Jackson family, Tito played a significant role in shaping the sound of the group that revolutionized pop and R&B music. His death marks the end of an era for fans who grew up on the timeless hits of the Jackson 5 and the enduring legacy of one of the most influential musical families in history. Born Toriano Adaryll Tito Jackson on October 15, 1953, in Gary, Indiana, Tito was the third of 9 children in the Jackson family. Among his siblings were 2 of the most renowned figures in music, Michael Jackson, the king of pop, and Janet Jackson, a global icon in her own right. Raised in a close-knit but musically gifted family, Tito grew up surrounded by music, and the Jackson household would eventually become a hub for Motown's next generation of stars. The Jackson family's influence on popular culture began to take shape in the late 1960s when the Jackson 5 burst onto the music scene. Composed of brothers Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Michael, the group would quickly become a household name, producing some of the most memorable hits of the Motown era. Under the guidance of Berry Gordy, the founder of Motown Records, the Jackson 5 signed with the label in 1968, during a time when Motown's dominance was being challenged by newer, funkier sounds. The Jackson 5 made their debut in 1969 with the release of the chart-topping single, I Want You Back, which was immediately compared to the style of Sly and the Family Stone, another popular funk group of the time. I Want You Back showcased the group's infectious energy and youthful charm, as well as the remarkable talent of their young lead singer, Michael Jackson, who was just 11 years old when the song was released. The single soared to the top of the Billboard charts and set the stage for a string of hit songs that followed. Over the next few years, the Jackson 5 released a series of chart-topping singles that cemented their place in music history. Their follow-up hits, including ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There, all reached No. 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, making them the first group to have their first 4 singles top the charts. Other notable songs from this era include Mama's Pearl and Never Can Say Goodbye, which both reached the top 5. Their infectious blend of pop, soul, and R&B was often referred to as bubblegum soul, a genre that resonated with both young and old listeners alike. Though Michael Jackson was the standout star of the group, Tito's contributions as the guitarist were essential to their sound. Known for his steady rhythm guitar and bass lines, Tito provided the foundation that allowed the group's melodies and harmonies to shine. His musical abilities were often understated, but fans and fellow musicians recognized his role in creating the distinct Jackson 5 sound that became synonymous with Motown's golden era. As the 1970s progressed, the landscape of popular music began to shift, and the Jackson 5's popularity waned slightly. In the mid-1970s, the group made the decision to leave Motown and sign with Epic Records, a significant move that would lead to a rebranding. With Jermaine opting to stay with Motown due to his marriage to Berry Gordy's daughter,